Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Say how about you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for your concern. So, how was your day today?
Yeah, it was pretty a standard day.
Okay, so as we are meeting for the very first time, would you like to introduce yourself for me, please?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Sandeep and I hail from Jharkhand. Currently, I'm working as a teacher at private school. My major is accounts and finance. In free time, I enjoy reading books, learning languages, stacking conversation with strangers, and traveling. So it's my short intro.
Okay, good to know about yourself. So, do you need my introduction as well?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Reena Sharma. I'm from Rajasthan. I have completed my qualification in BA, and nowadays I'm running YouTube channel named called Masoom English Girl. That's all about me. And if you have any specific question for me, feel free to ask.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, so just I want to ask you the normal question, okay, related to English or English conversation or maybe that for English learner it will be helpful. So the first thing I want to ask you, how long you are learning this language, and
Okay.
your I and also I want to know about your journey, journey from the beginning to till date. Yeah.
Okay, so if I talk about since when I'm learning this language, so I have been learning this language since 6 months, and I have started to learn this language from zero. I didn't know anything about this language before 6 months, but I learned this language by following four aspect of learning this language, like read in English, speak, write, and listen. So I was following that, and because of that, today I can speak this language, and I can see lots of improvement in myself.
Yeah, it was really wonderful journey. So yeah, and your what is the tips and tricks? For example, for what kind of the strategy do you follow to learn?
I was following only 4 tips. Half an hour I was spending for reading. I was reading something in English. Like there was some my favorite book, The Atomic Habits. So I was reading that book for half an hour, and that helped me a lot to improve my pronunciation, and as well as I was able to expand my vocabularies. And apart from that, half an hour I was spending for my listening practice. So for listening, I wasn't watching any kind of movies. For listening, I was listening podcast, and apart from that I was listening some speech and interviews in English. So that helped me a lot, and because of that I improved my listening skills. Because first we have to become very good listener if we are desiring to become very good speaker of any language. So I did that, and apart from that I was spending my time to write something in English. So before going to hit the sack, I was writing something for 15 minutes. Sometime I was picking any topic to write, and otherwise I was writing about my daily routine. Because when we write about our daily routine, so that time we are covering our personal and professional life. So I was writing, and in this way, I train my brain to think in English. So now automatically whatever running in my mind, that comes in English only. I inculcate the habit of think in English by writing every single day for 15 minutes and 10 minutes. And after that I was trying to connect with the people from some application, online applications like Skype applications. So I was spending my 30 minutes every single day. So that's how I learn. And I would like to suggest our viewers also to do such kind of activities if they want to if they really want to learn this language. If they are doing this, so no one can stop them to get fluency in this language.
Yeah, definitely. You explain your journey or whatever you do. Really, it is the tips or tips we have to follow. Every beginner they have to follow to learn reading, writing, or speaking. It is the best way. And when you explain very well about the listening, because listening is really essential. If you
Yes.
enjoy listening, you we have to enjoy the journey, like that we have to enjoy no need to listen any specific thing like movies or something. You have to do the thing which you like. For example, if you don't like listen any speech, so you can listen or watch only English movies, English videos, maybe videos that make you happy. So first we have to be use
Yeah, we
a
have to
lot
follow our
to listen.
interest.
Yeah. Yeah, so it will be help gradually. You will when we start
You
anything. Yeah, so definitely gradually we start to speaking, we start everything to learning or grasping the thing. So listening is really important. Right now I also focus to listen to improve my pronunciation, and a vocabulary also, because when I listen I find some new words they are using while making conversation or talking to each other, and the way how to speak in a different way, try to suggest. So yeah, definitely listening is a best way, or try to listen a good speaker. He is speaking well English, or maybe if he is from or she is from a native English country, or maybe native English, so it will be better because we learn a perfect way.
Yeah, I'm completely agree with you. So listening play vital role if you want to learn any language, because listening and speaking goes hand in hand. So you have to focus on listening. Listen more and speak less. So I do the same thing. I listen more. I spend my time for listening, and apart from that, I try to connect with the people every single day. I take only one session. So that time I do my speaking practice.
Yeah, it is also well, because when we focus on just making conversation, yeah, it is okay, but it will, you make sure that you have connect. So maybe the person is well, or maybe they could speak better than you. So it will be better when you talk to that person. You will learn a lot of the things. But sometimes it's not happened. We connect to any beginner, or any random guys. So we have to focus a lot on your preparation. We have to learning instead of studying. So for making like a conversation, you can connect to any random guys, or maybe for 1 or 2 sessions it's enough. No need to talk a lot. Talking is a best way. When you want to talk a lot, you can talk, but make sure you have to talk to good person, a good learner, a speaker.
Yeah, I'm completely agree with you. Usually, we should try to find a person who has upper level than us. Because if we are at intermediate level and we are trying to connect with the beginner people, so that time we are not going to learn anything. But if we are trying to find a person who can speak better than us, so that time we are going to learn more.
Yeah, definitely. So
So since
any
when,
question? Yeah.
yeah, since when you are learning this language?
The same journey I have been learning since Feb 2024.
Okay, so what kind of things you were doing to learn this language to get fluency in this language?
At the beginning I was very eager to learn, or I was following a lot of tricks. Always I try to find a best tips and tricks to learn this language, because whenever I talk to any random guy, any teachers, they suggest me. And mostly I found everywhere the suggestion is different. Something is common, like reading, writing, or speaking, but everybody, when you, there is actually more than 1,000+ way to learn this language. And you don't you don't need to follow any teacher's recommendation or teachers suggestion. You have to follow, you have to make your own strategy. First of all, you have to find your weak areas, uh, and after that you have to work on that areas, and continuously you have to enhance your vocabs, and try to listen a lot and practice on daily basis. Try to find a good person, or if you find native speaker, it will be better for you. And also try to get feedback, because feedback is really necessary. When we talk to, we make mistake, but we don't know that which kind of mistake we are making while making conversation, because we have a like a limitation. We know our knowledge in limited, and even we don't find any kind of person. He's a very expert. They can suggest you, they can give you the best strategy, or maybe the way, or they can find you, they can give you feedback. So mostly I like to talk to native speaker. I have to talk to more than 100 native speakers. So when I talk to native speaker, I feel like a very proud, because when I talk to native speaker, I always try to focus what they are talking about. And their
Okay.
pronunciation, everything is perfect. And always I try to copy their their speech, their pronunciation, everything. So that time I used to talk to native speakers, or maybe I have talked maybe 1 or 2 months continuously. And apart from right now, again, I know about this application like a Skype. In their application you can connect with a lot of people. So I connect in last 3 months. I have I have been talking to random guys, maybe 3 to 4 guys in a week. I don't talk on daily basis, because I try to study, I try to read whatever I like. And one thing I notice, if you are going to learn any language, it will better to go through all the things. But if you don't have enough time, lot of the people, they are students, they are learning, they are studying something, but are still they are the simultaneously they are learning this language. So they spend a lot of time there. to learn this language. So it will be better to focus on your study materials, whatever you are studying, and try to use in English, try to enhance the knowledge. Ultimately you have to speak a lot on that topic if you get success in your specific job or like career.
I'm completely agree with you. You know, whatever things you told, that is very true. So we should not try to follow the tips and tricks what other people are following. We have to find our interest and we have to make our own strategy to learn this language. If we are going to imitate the other people, so we are not going to maintain our consistency. So first we have to find our lacking point, that where we are lacking, why we are not able to speak this language. And apart from that, we have to find the reason that why we are learning this language, and we have to make goal, because if you don't have reason and don't have goal to learn